Welcome to today's episode, where we will help you get finer and finer control on your beautiful images now that you know how to create them. Today, we're going to talk about weighted prompts. I'm going to share with you the theory and the concepts and then give you examples to show you what it will look like, okay? Remember, the longer the prompt, the less important each word means to AI, and the more important the beginning is. Did you know you can give different parts of a prompt different amounts of weight? This is done using double colons. Before I get ahead of myself, do you know what is the difference between soft breaks versus hard breaks? Commas give soft breaks, separating things with a normal beginning to end weighting, meaning the first words in the prompt has the greatest influence over the final image. Instead of using commas, you can also use double colons. These are what's called hard breaks, making what's on either side equally as important. For example, a cat, double colon, and a dog, double colon, in the kitchen tells the AI to make sure each is equally important in the image. A cat, double colon 2, and a dog, double colon 1 in the kitchen tells the AI to make sure that the cat is more prominent than the dog in the image. And the double colons do need to be touching the word with no spaces in between. As you start to add weighted numbers to give your topics more prominence, it's important to know that the weights are relative to each other. It's all done by ratios. 110 are the same value as 10 and 1. That's how AI distinguishes between number weights. It is a relationship of ratios. So there is no need to go crazy and put a 1,000 weight of a topic if you're not getting the image you want, because the number is going to overpower everything else. Remember, it's all relative to each other as a ratio. You can also have negative weights to tell AI you don't want something in your image. Like in this example, double colon negative 0.5 will indicate the same thing as dash dash no and the item that you don't want in your image. As my team and I experimented with different prompts and weights, we noticed that some of the best images also use weighting granularity, like using weights of 1.2, 1.3, 1.75, and so on. I see a lot of expert Midjourney image creators making small, tiny changes to get a certain result. Lastly, we can also use brackets to organize our prompts. Like this example, a dog walking down the street, double colon 2, a cat in a window, double colon 1.5, people, double colon negative 0.5. Where the dog in the street is a little more important than the cat in a window, and no people should be present in the image. Okay, I know you must be dying to see some examples, right? Let's take a look at some, shall we? Here is the prompt. Universe, double colon 1, inside a crystal ball, double colon 10. So we are basically telling AI that inside a crystal ball is 10 times as important as the universe. And we get this. Notice how in every image, the universe, the world, is inside the crystal ball every time. Yes, and one of them came out really weird, a hand with 7 fingers, and we probably wouldn't use that one. You know, sometimes AI will give you random and crazy images like that. But what happens if you switch the weight? Let's use an extreme number example to show you what's possible. Universe, double colon 100, inside a crystal ball, double colon 1. And the image you can see, the universe, the world, really takes up everything. And in some images, we don't even see a crystal ball anymore, because the 100 weight value of the universe wiped out the crystal ball's importance in the image. Let's dial the universe down a little bit and use the prompt universe, double colon 10. Inside a crystal ball, double colon 1. Now you can see more of the crystal ball. The universe is still 10 times as more important, but there's still enough room for the crystal ball to show up. Do you remember we can have a negative weight? You can use colon with a negative number to remove things. Or at the end of the prompt, you can use a parameter by adding a space, dash dash, no extra fingers, for example. No extra fingers, no extra hands, no extra text, etc. Let's dive deeper and see some examples of diminishing or removing certain colors in your images. If your prompt is just rainbow, you get an image like this with lots of bright colors in the rainbow. But what if we change the prompt to rainbow :1, blue :-1? Notice how our result is that the blue shows up because it's part of the rainbow, but it is so much thinner. How about if we change the prompt to rainbow :1, red :-1? We now have an image that has a much muted red color. Red still shows up because it's hard for the AI to imagine a rainbow without red, but it's doing its best to remove that red per your prompt. And if we upscale one of the images like I showed you in the last episode, you'll see the result is more what we asked for, with the color that should be red muted to a pink color or a salmon color if you like seafood. And this upscaled image that is not supposed to have blue. You can see the red is thick, orange, yellow, and green are all thick, but blue is very thin. To help you see the impact of our prompt, we can compare it to the upscale version of a normal rainbow. And you can see the colors in the normal rainbow is much fuller, right? So when should we use weighting? When you are creating a simple image, you don't need weighting. But if you're creating a children's book or a comic book where the images are more involved, you can use weighting to make finer adjustments to your photo.